Good afternoon, vlog. I want to create kind of a different video today. This is Hailey's Declassified Endometriosis Survival Guide. And I've wanted to make this for a long time. Little peeking up there. But I just haven't gotten around to it. So I thought today I'm going to do it. I'm kind of having a bad symptom day. So it was kind of hard for me to get out of that spot with Beanie and come down here to make the video. But I think it's really important because when I was first thinking that I had endometriosis and then was first getting diagnosed, there wasn't things like this. So I want to make them so then people that are getting diagnosed or think that they're going to get diagnosed or think that they have endometriosis have videos like this so then they can have things to help them. So very first, we're going to go into this bag. My mom got me this bag and I keep it in my bed with me. So a lot of times I will wake up in the middle of the night with a lot of pain and I'll need to take medicine for the pain. Sometimes you have to take pain or nausea medicine too. Migraine medication, I'll need like CBD gummies, things like that. I keep all that in this bag. So this sits in my bed because when you're having all this cramping pain, it's kind of hard to want to get up out of bed and use your abdomen and muscles like that. If I have to, obviously I'm going to, but it'd be nice to have this. And I always keep my water bottle either on my nightstand or in my bed because I have a water bottle that won't leak. So some of my things in here are Zofran. These are the oral disintegrating ones. This is how they come. There's like one little tablet in each little thing. They help with nausea a ton. This is a prescription, so if you want that, you're gonna have to get a prescription for it. Another thing that helps me so much, I'm not gonna show you my prescription label, but it's methocarbamol, and I get the 750 milligram tablets. This is another prescription. It's a muscle relaxer. It is the only thing that ever helps with my pain, and it doesn't make me feel all drowsy and yucky, so I can take it during the day at work. I can take it when I know I'm going to be driving. I don't have to worry about taking it during the day if I'm having pain because it doesn't make me sleepy, it doesn't make me loopy. I have this other prescription of Zofran on Dancitron is the generic name. These ones are actual pills that you take and swallow. This is 8 milligrams and my oral disintegrating tablets are only 4 milligrams, but I still feel like the 4 milligrams work better because it disintegrates right on your tongue and it like works so much faster rather than having to take a pill and then have your body break it down. But this is what I recently got prescribed from my recent doctor that I saw, but I'd much rather have the disintegrating tablets. This isn't a prescription, but it's BioFreeze, and it comes in a little roll-on, and I roll it all around my neck when I'm having a migraine, and it really helps. And especially if you pair this, which this doesn't go in the bag, this isn't a Mary Poppins bag, but this is something I have in the bin under my bed. It's just a heating pad. I got it off QVC online. It has, this is the brand Pour or Pure, I don't know what it is, but just a couple different settings. And if you put this on and put the heating pad, it's like, yeah, it feels like it's on fire, but in a good way. Then I had bought these, which I don't think that they work very good for migraines, but I also have one for nausea. And if you look on Amazon, they're just from Amazon. If you look on Amazon for the chemotherapy nausea relief ones, they come in like a yellow label. The ones that I have, I use them all the time. The label's gone, so I can't even really show you, but you just, they're full of essential oils and you just smell them, and the nausea one kicks the nausea. It works so good. This one for migraines, it smells really good. It's like spearmint, eucalyptus, but I just don't really think it helps with my migraines. I don't know if it's because my migraines are like hormonally induced or what, but something else that's similar to the BioFreeze is the Pure Spectrum Salve. This is a brand new one I have in this bag, but usually I keep my open one in this bag. These bags are from Aloha collection, and what I keep in here is my MYOBI. I also have a code for it. I have a code for the MYOBI and for the Pure Spectrum CBD products. The MYOBI is awesome because it's a TENS unit, heating pad, and red light therapy all in one, and it recharges. Mine's with a USB-C cord. And what I do is I put the Pure Spectrum salve on my tummy, on where it's hurting, and then you put this on top of it. And this also comes with a remote, so you don't have to be reaching in your pants to change the settings. You have the remote right here. And I have a code for my MYOBI and for Pure Spectrum down below if you're interested in them. They're amazing. Another Pure Spectrum thing that I keep in my bag is their cannabidiol oil. I can never say that, but it's a CBD oil, 1250 milligrams, and all the Pure Spectrum things are THC free. They're like ultra filtered to get all the THC out. And I take this at night if I'm having a lot of pain, just a whole dropper full under my tongue. You let it sit for 60 seconds and swallow it, and it helps so much with my pain, whether it be in my head, like having my migraine, headaches, all in my sinuses, all the cramping pain in my legs. This helps so much. I didn't know you could get these on Amazon, but I always have a little throw up bag in my emergency bag, in this emergency bag, in the bag I keep with me at work, in my car. Thank God I haven't ever had to use one, but boy golly, has it come close. I keep these in my pockets at work sometimes because the pain's so bad I get so nauseous, and I always have one of these with me. Also for migraines is this. This one is from Zok, Z-O-K. You can buy it on Amazon, and then now they have Amazon dupes of it, but they're both the same amount of money. So how it works is you decompress this, you put it in your ear and wiggle it around so you get a good seal, and then you let it go, and you see how it stays like that. It pulls the pressure out of your ear when you're having a migraine. And the Zok brand says that doing this like stimulates the vagus nerve and will help you with anxiety too. I don't use it for that, but oh man, this thing, it works so good. I have this one in this bag and then one in my emergency bag I bring to work. This is another amazing thing that I am lucky to have a code for, so you can look in my description to get it. But they come in these packs. I think it's 4 or 8, 2, 4, or 8, I think is how they go. You'll have to look on their website, but I always get the 4 packs. And these are instant heat patches from SPICEY. That's the brand, SPICEY. And they're this big, like as you can see in the package, it's like, it goes around like this, and it kind of does like a little whoop-dee, and it goes whoop, and goes like that. And you can stick it on your undies or your pants, and it stays hot for over 8 hours. I think on here, it says 8 to 12 hours, but I've literally put one of these on at night because I knew I was like moving around a lot, or you put it on when you're driving a long way, and it doesn't come off. They stick really good. And when I wake up the whole next day, 8-12 hours, still hot for another like probably 4 hours. They claim only 8 to 12, but it stays longer than that. And then you can see all the different pain things you can use it for, not just for endometriosis. That concludes the emergency bag I keep in my bed. Something I always also keep with me is snacks, because I've noticed, I don't know if this has to do with endometriosis, but I blame everything on endometriosis, is that when I get hungry, I don't feel hungry. It's like I just, all of a sudden my blood sugar will drop and I just start feeling disgusting, and I'm like, oh shoot, I should have ate like an hour ago. I should have ate 30 minutes ago. And you just feel really bad, so I always keep some type of little snacks with me. Protein bars is what I really like to have. I've noticed protein really helps me feel better when I have endometriosis symptoms, staying high protein. But other than that, in my work bag, this is my other super important thing. This is the TENS unit that I bring to work. It has these little gel pads, and usually I keep them separated until they're kind of getting not sticky, but these ones aren't getting very sticky anymore. But these are what stick on my abdomen, as you can see. And this is the little device. So like this stays out of my pants or in my pocket, and like you can see all the different settings on there. It's kind of hard to show with how this screen is, but you can set this one up to an hour. The MYOBI downfall is it only works for 30 minutes before it shuts off, so like you have to keep going on there and turning it back on, or looking at the remote before it's gonna shut off and like add more time to it. So I wish that that one stayed on longer and stayed charged longer. This will stay charged for a long time. I can use it for probably 3 days, full 3 days before it needs to be charged again. Whereas the MYOBI, it's like only a couple hours before it needs to be charged. And this is the bag that I keep all my TENS unit things in. This is just a bag from Josie Marin, and this has just like all my extra cords in it. I bought in a couple of these TENS units, and then like I've used them like nearly every day for years, and then they break. I don't blame them. And so I've collected lots of cords and things, and then you just, when you buy this, you have to just keep rebuying the pads because they stop getting sticky, and when they stop getting sticky, it'll shock you funny. So like sometimes I'm at work and I'm like, oh, I should change these pads, and I didn't, and I use it and I'm like, oh, it's shocking me funny. But you can get packs of these ones. It's always like a mixed pack. These ones, which was on there, and then these little ones, which are kind of useless to me, but they come in the pack, so I have some of them in here, but I don't really use those. These are the ones I use the most. Next is my cold cap. I have 2 of these. These are for the best for migraines. I just took this one out of the freezer because I keep it in there so it's ready. They're just filled with gel. Like you can see that. That's all thick gel on both sides, and you take it and you put it on your head, and you're supposed to pull it down over your eyeballs like that. And the cold helps constrict the blood vessels in your head to help get rid of the migraines. And what I like to do a lot with this is put it on and then go put my feet in hot water, so it's like the hot water's pulling the blood away from my head, and then this is also being cold and getting the blood away from my head, so it helps a lot with the pain that way. Something else that I do every single day alongside all my supplements that I want to show you is a hydration packet. These are from Instant Hydration, and they are the best ones that I've ever tried. I do have a code with them, which I didn't know until the other day, so it is in my link tree. I believe I'll put it in the description so I can have it under this video too. But these are the best hydration packets I've ever tried. They actually come from sea salt, so it has all of the minerals from real sea salt instead of like just using table salt and adding the minerals and things back in. It has the full mineral spectrum, organic sweeteners, and sugar-free. These are sugar-free, so it's not going to give you yucky sugar spikes from drinking it. And it has 500 milligrams of sodium. It has 170 milligrams of calcium, 470 milligrams of potassium. So I know I used to do Element, and Element has less of the magnesium and double the sodium. So it depends on really what you need. I feel like my body works better with these type of ones. Also, they have so many different flavors. Lemon lime is always my safe flavor, but right now I have the lemon lime, peach pineapple, the Pog juice one, which I don't think they have anymore, but that one was really good. That one like tastes like a real drink, like the peach pineapple one. I did try the cherry limeade one. That one was too tart for me, because a lot of times I'm really nauseous in the morning, so when I'm drinking stuff like this, it's gotta be like a flavor that I really like, because if it's not, it's like turning in my tummy. No good. Something that is also really important is my vitamins. I take a curated multivitamin for endometriosis from Her Bio Health, which they just informed me today that they are closing their business, and I'm really, really upset about it. That is something that has helped me exponentially. Probably 50 vitamins in my tablets that I would take, and it's like if you had to take all of those separate, one, I almost throw up throwing up, like taking my pills already. But if I had to take 50 extra, but those made me feel so good. So I'm gonna have to try and find something else, and I will keep you guys updated with what that something else is. Something recently that I did start was Primal Queen supplements, which they are beef organ supplements, and I do have codes for them as well, so that should be also linked down below or in my link tree. And they have a couple different beef organs in there: uterus, their ovaries, fallopian tubes, and so like you take those in a tablet. It doesn't stink or smell bad or anything like that. Those have really helped me because it's more of a natural form to get your B vitamins rather than taking like synthetic B vitamins. I really like that it's from the beef organs instead. I take vitamin C. That is mixed with zinc. Zinc is really good for anti-inflammatory type things. I take a cranberry pill every day, like a cranberry extract. I was having such bad bladder spasms with my endometriosis because I believe there's endometriosis probably on my bladder. But they had said they didn't find any when they did surgery, but there's a lot of times where they're not checking all over, or your surgeon that you have, they may not be an actual endometriosis specialist like they could tell you that they are. So sometimes when they're looking, endometriosis can look so different, but I just have the symptoms of it being on my bladder, like having urinary frequency, these bladder spasms that feel like you're having a UTI, but I haven't ever had an actual UTI. So something that really helps that is taking the cranberry extract every day. My doctor had recommended this other pill called Bladder Ease, which is another type of supplement, but it was very expensive, so I just do the cranberry extract and it's been working fine. Another one that I was taking was turmeric, but that ended up being in my her bio supplements, so we're gonna see what I end up doing to do that. Another one that I take at night is magnesium glycinate. That's something that really helps with muscles recovering. A prescription that I take every day is a birth control. I take it continuously, so I don't do the 4 or 7 days of the sugar pills or the iron pills. I just go on to the next pack and keep taking it. And the one that I take that has completely stopped my periods and helped me for years is Slind. That's the brand name for it. Another pill that I take that was recommended by a nurse practitioner that I worked with is artichoke extract. The one that I take is just from Amazon, and it just says to take 2 pills, so I take one in the morning and one at nighttime, and it helps detox the estrogen out of your liver. When you have endometriosis, you have a lot of extra estrogen, so this helps flush it out, and it really helped with the hormonal menstrual migraines that I was getting for a long time, and now I feel like my body's kind of adjusts to everything, and then it'll start flaring up and being bad again. Another thing that I had been taking for my migraines was Qulipta, a preventative migraine prescription, and my insurance does not want to cover that anymore, so it was going to cost me, without insurance, $5,000 a month when it normally costs me $0. And now that it doesn't want to cover it fully like it had been, and using the coupons, it's going to be about $600-700 a month, so I'm still not going to be able to take it. So we're going to see what it's going to be like without having any preventative migraine medicine. Hopefully my emergency one can get approved through my insurance, and then I can get that, so then on really bad days I can do that, because normally I just take either normal Tylenol, normal ibuprofen, or I found this tension headache medication on Amazon that is Tylenol with a little bit of caffeine. I'm not someone that takes or drinks caffeine type things except matcha, which is very low in caffeine, so taking those pills sometimes makes me jittery, and I don't like that feeling, so I don't try and take those unless I'm feeling really bad. Oh, I just remembered one other thing that I use from Pure Spectrum, which is their gummies. This is another THC free option, and they come in green apple, mango, watermelon, and lemon flavor. These are amazing for pain. Amazing. I'm taking one right now because this migraine's been kicking my butt today. This one is the watermelon one. Literally tastes like Sour Patch watermelon. They're so good. And I don't know why I only got me the 30 count this time. The 60 count is what I need. But it is nice having the little one in that bag and then a little jar in my other bag to take with me. The last thing that I wanted to talk about was compression socks. I get mine from Wello. They make the best compression socks. I've bought some from the places I get my scrubs before, and they just feel really synthetic and they're not breathable. The Wello ones are made out of bamboo, so they're super soft, and they don't leave weird, painful creases in my legs, even though they're compression. They help so much with the circulation in your body, and a lot of times when I'm in a lot of pain and you feel kind of like that pass-outy dizziness, you can put the compression socks on and it helps it so much. Nothing really takes everything away from me, but those are something that really help those type of symptoms for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into this very special video that's close to my heart, because this is something that I deal with every single day. The only reason I get through it every day is Jesus and having a good support system with a couple people in my family and this community. Seeing other people go through the things that you go through and seeing how they deal with it and the things that they use is very helpful, and it's something that I really love to do, and I love to share mine to help other people. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. Again, all the things that I have codes for are linked below. I'm not able to link everything that I talked about because whenever I've done that in the past, it won't let the links work, or it won't let me share every single thing, and I want to share every single thing, or nothing. I don't want to have them all linked there. So if you want to go down in the description, you can see all the codes that I have that'll get you some money off anything that you're wanting from that place. And I hope you guys have a great day, and Jesus loves you.